Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to Friday, which only means one thing. Welcome to Runescape free Marketwatch. So in terms of updates this week, we have obviously had the 110 crafting update released, numerous money making videos done on the channel based off the brand new content. I'd like to thank you guys so much for all the likes, subscriptions, all the comments on the 110 videos this week. They have gone down so well, and it's really been a nice bump up for the channel this week. So thank you guys so much for all that. And in terms of any other stuff as well, it's mainly just been the 110 crafting, a nice few little tweaks in the game as well, but more importantly, quite a lot of brand new items coming into the game. So because of that, we are now recording this Marketwatch the day before it's released. We're doing this on Thursday just so the stuff's on the Grand Exchange. It's had time to adjust, but we will have quite a few brand new items to price rises and price falls. So without further ado, let's get jumping into it, and let's start with the Runescape free price rises for this week, where we're hoping to pick out some investments, some items on the rise, some money makers which are a little bit up in price as well, just to make you guys a little bit more money in your everyday gameplay. So starting first, Star Bloom Flower Seeds, valued at 3.5k, and these are absolutely over in terms of its price. You can, with a Dwarven Harvester, get 12 of these Star Bloom flowers, so I imagine the seeds are going to be about 150k, maybe a little bit more. A little announcement to do beforehand, you can get these in your Kingdom collection. So if you have your Kingdom gathering resources for you, if you select the seeds option, you have a chance to pull a nice between 10 and 20 mil in these seeds if you have been doing it for a period of time. Spirit Weed seeds still are on the rise, over 6,000 coins each, which is quite steep for a herb seed. I've said it over the past couple of weeks, very steep there, so really interested to see where that's going to bottom out and finish up as well. We have the brand new Star Bloom flower, which is from the flower seed. Now, these are being used for thread, and then the thread then turns into the cloth. Again, video on this and how good of a moneymaker this is. I think this will be a pretty decent moneymaker for a couple of weeks. Nice and easy, AFK to a point, really good one to jump in and start with, but 29.1k there. During the week, I bought these flowers anywhere from 15k all the way up to about 40. It kind of depends when you time it, if you get lucky as well. I don't think you're going to get anything under mid-price for a while now. All these sort of volatility has gone out of crafting for the time being, but a good time to invest and at least use those to turn into thread. Anyway, Inert Adrenaline Crystals, due to them being removed from numerous drop tables, these will be going up for a little while, but 2.8k for that now. We have Elantine Seed 653, Normal Logs 1.3k, Torstal Seed 987, Uncut Jade 1.6k, and these are because Jade, Opals, and the Red Topaz are all included into the brand new urns. We now put gems on top of the urns before putting the rune on top of that, so all these gems are going to come up a little bit in price as well. Winterwood Wool, as well as all the player owned farm walls, is using Masterwork Thread, so you'll see those three here also fall up in price. Really good way to keep this going. Necromancy was supposed to push their price up a bit, but this should hopefully keep their price up for a little longer than that. Equipment Siphon, 248,000 coins. We have a Platinum Bar 11k and a Platinum Ore 9.2. These will be quite a lot over that. Again, if you're going to do anything with Platinum, anything with the clay, anything with these new crafting items, make sure to check margins because prices will be way off. Porcelain Clay, 2.6k, again, nowhere near. Same with the cloth and the thread for the Star Bloom pieces. 9.8k for the cloth, 1.1k for the thread. The cloth's about 70 to 100k, and then the thread is sort of like 35 to 49. Depending on when you can buy it as well. But I do think these will be really good items to flip, really good items to buy, because it's such a low limit. 1,000 every 4 hours, I don't think will be enough, and I think they'll eventually go dip in and change that as well. We have Soft Porcelain Clay, 3.2k, again, very similar to all the crafting items. It will be grossly over that. When I've sold some this week, it's been between 20 and 30k, so your own prices are going to be around that as well, but I think for the extra XP these urns going to give, it's about right for that kind of price. We have Puzzle Box Skipping Tickets, 1.6 mil, a Star Bloom Hat +5, 1.1 mil. Again, I imagine it will be over. Virtus Rope Top, 63.7, and a Virtus Mass, 24.9. Don't know exactly what's needed for Masterwork, but I imagine those will be related to it at some point. A Rune Dart, 57 GP each. Godly Grapevine Seeds, 1.9k. Again, these are vastly underpriced. They'll be between 10 to 20k. One of the best ways to make some GP is by doing your Grapevine runs. They've made it easier, but they are huge profit. A Platinum Stone Spirit is 7.3k. A Star Bloom Robe Top is 4 mil for a +5. Again, that price will be dramatically out of sort of sync. You will need to check margins with that as well, especially the +5s in all the different variants. We have Batwing at 5.8k per hide. Griffolic Flake, 1,000 coins. And Fungal Flake, 36 GP each. Really interested to see if this has made Grifflopline and the other fungal creatures decent money. Because they're going to be used in Masterwork, the price might have gone up. I'll probably do a video about that in a week or so. Again, we're starting to jump back into Slayer creatures, which are really good videos to do because it's nice to see what prices are. Adrenaline Crystal 15.2, a Willow Wood Spirit 6.6k, Uncut Sapphire over 1,000 coins. We have a Lumite Stone Spirit 362 and a Delver's Anklet 17,000 coins. Ring of Retribution 17,000k. Again, these are brand new jewelry pieces with platinum. These will be up in price. Blue Dragon Hide over 1,000 coins. A Lore Rune is 303. Chinchomper Residue 91 GP each, and a Star Bloom top +4 is 2.5 mil. Again, really out of sync for the price there. We have Virtus Boots 11.1, the gloves 10.9, the Sketker's Hypno Wand handle 16.3, Feather Fingered necklaces 6.4, and Aggression Flask 131k. We have the Essence for Magic Masterwork 11.3 mil, which is probably why the Virtus is going up anyway. I really need to have a delve into the Masterwork and see if it's worthwhile doing. Ancient Gravel 1.3 mil, Mystic Cloth 21.2, Acadia Logs 1.8k each, a Berserker Ring 7.8 mil. We have Steel Bars on the way back up, which we kind of hinted at last week. It went a bit too low for just how useful a Steel Bar is. Water Runes 97, a Hydrix Bolt Tips 5.6k each. Sorrow Brews for a 4-dose 10.4, so they are starting to tick up. Definitely want to keep an eye out because Sorrow Brews, I think, once the mask gets released, are going to go ballistic. Infernus Pyroclast 1.1k, Do Your Ultra Compost, and then finally a Fine Cloth 4.7. So 110 crafting really has dominated this week. A lot of items relating to the masterwork as well have gone up in price. A lot of the gems related to the urns have gone up in price. It's to be expected with so many new items and so many items required to make the new items that they will all sort of relate in price as well. But there's still some things to pick out and still some things you can do as well. Again, making that Star Bloom thread and that Star Bloom cloth is going to be a fantastic moneymaker for a long, long time. Now, let's jump through the price falls. Again, from top to bottom, the seeds. Now, the reason the seeds have gone down is because people have been doing nothing but Master Farmers to get these Star Bloom seeds. It's actually a good effect though, because seeds are needed for quite a lot of play around farm creatures. So if you are feeding seeds to these creatures, now's a really good time to get some cheap and easy play around farm items, because these have gone down in price because so many people have dumped them onto the Grand Exchange. Congealed Blood now 1.4k, almost getting to the point now where it's had such a big crash, it might even be worth looking at to see if it's a decent investment. 1.4k is really, really cheap and definitely worth keeping an eye on to see if it's going to go down even more. Bainite Stone Spirits 431 GP each, the first of the Archglacial items actually to go down, so a good one to keep an eye out there. We have Soft Clay 1.5k each, a Ranar Seed 2.2, again very dominated by the seeds. We have even more dotted through here. Crush Nest 359, another Archglacial drop on its way down, so it seems to have spiked and then on its way down from there. Ascension Shard 4.1k, again heavily inflated and bloated in price. It might just have hit its peak and then it's on its way down, but definitely want to keep an eye on. Ascension Shards are incredibly low volume. They're dropped in low volume from the monsters as well, so it's not really one which can sort of pick up quite quickly. So definitely want to keep an eye on, maybe worth even buying at some point in time. And as you can see, even more seeds. So we've got Marigold, Potato Cactus, Hammerstone, Dragon, Rider's Lance, 28.9 mil there, even more seeds. And we have Light Amicus Stone Spirits, 524. Cinderbane Gloves, as a result, people hunting the Star Bloom seeds have gone down at 71.2 mil. I'm wondering if they'll sort of keep that price or go down, depending on how much people want to hunt these seeds. The seeds seem to be really decent money. And not only that as well, people are after the flowers. The flowers, what demand was sort of built up on the week before the update, seems to have been eaten into quite a lot. So the demand for those seeds will go up and up, which means people who are going to go do things like Moss Golems or Ganodermics or Master Farmers are just going to make more money by doing those methods, which just mean all the other items are going to drop a lot more. We have quite a few Stone Spirits. We've got Jackalith, Orichalcum, Iron, Stone Spirits on the way down, and then Eternal Magical Wood Spirits and Mahogany Wood Spirits as well. We have Iron Ore 751, Hellfire Metal 11.3, Brilliant Energy 164. Primal Stone Spirits now 13.8k. They have gone down quite a bit, and interesting really, because I've not really seen the ore prices follow as much. While the Stone Spirit's gone down quite a bit and quite consistently, don't often see the ores come down as a result as well. We have the Occultist Ring 23.3, Super Necromancer Potion 27.3 there. We have Maple Seed, Kandarian Seed, Snapdragon, Bittercat Mushroom, Limpwort and Rosemary. Again, the impact of Master Farmers is crazy this week. All seed price is crashing, so if you are looking to use seed as a form of animal feed for the foreseeable, buy them now, because once these Star Bloom seeds either start to come down or Jagex add them into more drop tables, you won't really see these kind of prices again. Good time to just keep an eye on things and invest when needed as well. Rune Dragon Bones, 44.2k. We have a Blood Rune at 459, a Glorious Bar, 5.2 mil, Incandescent Energy, 196, under 200 GP each, and Ascension Bolts, 3.8k there as well. Maybe it's the time to go and make those Hydrix Ascension Bolts. Sextus Key, Primus Key on the way down. We have a Skilled Necklace, 4 charges, 13.7, Draconic Energy, 611k, Elder Wood Spirit, 7.5k there. Decorated Fishing Urn, 9.4k. What's the price of Fishing Urns and all urns going to be going forward? Really interested to see how much they're going to be impacted, because they've held such a good price for decorated urns for so long. The demand's got to slip, so price must have to slip as well. So we'll see what goes on there. Bronze Bar, 2.1k. Grimy Highlander, 1.2. And then finally a Lanternine Incense Sticks, 20,000 coins. So again, 110 crafting also impacting quite heavily on here. This is a lot of price falls off the back of the people chasing these Starbloom seeds. Master Farmers, Ganodermics, and Moss Golems in particular, they are big seed droppers. And because of that, so much more is flooded onto the Grand Exchange from people selling them. Player-owned farms over the past couple of years have really taken a lot out of the game and rose the price. And then with people just jumping on this thieving to go and get the Starbloom seeds, it's really put in a decent amount back into the game. So if you are looking for anything in form of seeds to feed your player-owned farm animals, now's a really good time to do it. You may even make even more or get them for a cheap price if you hold off for another week or two. We shall see next week how badly the seed prices are. However, that is Marketwatch this week. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for a fantastic week for the channel, your views, your comments. Everything you guys do for me really, really does help me out. Thank you guys so much for that. Let me know any suggestions for stuff you want to see for next week. I am actually going to Prague tomorrow, so we're going to do a couple of filler videos over the weekend, just keep you guys entertained, and I'm back on Tuesday where I will start recording the free-to-play series. So any suggestions, any ideas for that, drop in the comments and I'll make sure to reply to you guys, and also throw up some pictures of my time away in the community tab. And if you can't see my community tab, just make sure to that subscription button and you'll be able to see anything I post as well. However, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.